Best Buy has sent a group of employees to Guatemala. It's called a Vision Team.
I didn't really know that much about Guatemala at all. My perception was just that it was very poor, but even knowing that, you still don't have a good idea of what the living conditions actually are until you come and see them firsthand.
Common Hope is a nonprofit organization working with about 8,000 people in Guatemala.
It's very philanthropical, it's very altruistic work. There is a school, there's a clinic, there's a construction area, there's a social work area.
Common Hope is an organization that focuses on education, empowering families, and giving them a support system so that they can improve their lives.
They want to work in partnership with the families. They require a lot of responsibility on the part of the family members and the kids to stay in school and, okay, you can have a house, but you have to work for it.
We had this great opportunity to do short-term sabbatical. What we're doing really is give back and a lot of taking also.
This morning we went out to a construction site to put up a home for a family. Part of the team went out yesterday morning. They took all of the supplies over there, all the wall panels. So today we got there and we rode on the back of a pickup truck through the village. The house we went to is a family that apparently has had to work some sweat equity hours to be able to be put on the list to get the home. They had several children there. It was the grandmother's house. And what we did today was we took all of the wall, the door, the wall pieces, the window parts, and we framed all of those up to actually build the structure of the house. And then tomorrow afternoon we get to go back to the house for the house blessing when it's finished. So a day and a half basically to build the entire house for the family.
Most of the families that we work with here in the Antigua area are living in conditions like this. They're living in dirt floor. We're using corn stalks for walls that are just lashed together. So really they're in pretty bad conditions for what we would normally say. And these are the poorest of the poor really in this area.
This is a 12 by 24 house, and that's their entire house for 5 kids, grandmother, grandfather, the parents. So it was really humbling to think how much we take for granted, but it's considered a luxury.
Le pido a Dios por este sagrado proyecto y todos los personajes como Brigada y ustedes que están trabajando mucho.
So we have a tradition in our country that whenever we visit a family for the first time, especially a new house, we give them a housewarming gift. So we brought you a week worth of supplies for your house, and also Sheila brought with her some blankets to keep you warm at night. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you very much. Go towards Charlie. Los lugares.
Education is the philosophical center of what Common Hope is doing. So the social worker goes and checks in on all of that.
We visited 4 families today, and you can see with the families, they were varying degrees of success. The first family, mom and dad, worked pretty much all day, so the kids were by themselves. You can see that there was improvement taking place in their lives. The third family was a much more difficult situation. The kids were sick, their housing was totally inadequate. You can see that the effect that alcohol and perhaps some drugs were having on the family. They were in a pretty desperate situation. Lydia offered help to the father. It's left to be seen if he's going to take advantage of it. We just visited a 4th family that they actually took a lot from what Common Hope gave them, and they worked very hard. I think it was an eye-opening experience for us to see these people, to see their lives, their conditions. Something I'll take back with me.
To see firsthand exactly what these people are living in, their living conditions. Seeing this young person really made it connect. Like, I know him, I met him, now I see him in his life and in his house. This is real.
Hola, me llamo Jennifer. Mi español es muy malo, okay?
We read the Where the Monsters Live, so I got to read to them in Spanish, which is scary.
¿Dónde viven los monstruos?
Then what we got to do was make mobiles. So we got to work with about 10 to 12 young kids between the ages of 8 and 10, and worked on their artistic skills and got to make some mobiles from the story, and they had a great time. And I think I probably had more fun than they did.
I think a sabbatical allows a person to go out and maybe realize a dream, but it also allows the person as they come back to work to be more energized, more focused, more appreciative of your job, appreciative of the benefits that you receive at work. It takes you away from your daily responsibilities, puts you in a new and challenging situation. I just had to build relationships with 11 people that I really didn't even know. That in itself is a challenge.
And I think a sabbatical program will only help the company grow and become a better citizen of the world. More than that, it is about meeting people where they are. We don't know the socioeconomic status of any customer we have. Not to judge, regardless who they are. To be able to be patient and passionate with the customer and listen to them. I think that's one I'm going to take back because we have the same issues in the States.
Sometimes it's difficult in the store when a customer walks in and they don't speak English very well. You don't understand how they feel until you come to an environment where you're the one who doesn't know what the heck is going on.
My first phone call when we got here on Saturday, what I said was, you wouldn't believe how different it is. So I started talking about the poverty and the housing and all of this stuff. And then over like the next couple of days, it was, you wouldn't believe how similar we are. It changed pretty quickly from this is a different world to this is really sort of the same world, just different current circumstances.
Almost everywhere we went, you heard respect, you heard making connections, you heard empowering. Those are all things that Wolf stands for and Best Buy stands for. Yesterday, when we were in the school at New Hope, they had the 5 banners up. They could have easily been in the Best Buy hub. We definitely have a lot in common. It's not Best Buy or Wolf coming in trying to change the way they live, but us trying to connect with them and do business and learn something from their culture.
As much as we give them financial help or projectors or all the stuff that we brought with us, what we get is a lot more than that. What we get is something that will live with us for the rest of our lives.
This is more of a self-reflection thing for each one of us. You know, we're going to get something different out of it. And for the company to put that much value on it is an incredible thing.
I think it puts life in perspective, and it really opens your eyes how spoiled we are, I think, in the United States. How fortunate we are would probably be the better word. I think we have a responsibility, Best Buy, as a global company now, that not only to make a difference in the United States, we have to figure out how we make a difference in the world.